student's t distribution is probably the probability distribution with the most interesting story behind it. It is a continuous distribution which arises from estimating the mean of a population based on a small sample size and an unknown standard deviation. It was first developed and used to maintain the quality of Guinness beer by William Seeley Scott in 1908. He wanted to publish this article, but didn't want people to know that he was using this method to maintain beer quality. He didn't want the beer competitors to know he was using it to maintain quality, so he published it under the name of Student. Generally, it's used to determine confidence intervals for means when the standard deviation of population is unknown. It's used a lot in determining statistical significance, and it gets implemented a lot in linear regression. So here we see the PDF for student's t distribution, and I have used x here to represent the random variable, but a lot of time people will use a t just because it's student's t distribution. In this, we have the gamma function, which is a predefined function. And what changes in this, instead of like the normal and log normal distributions of being based on mean and standard deviation, this is based on degree of freedom. And the degree of freedom is the number of random variables you use to calculate the distribution. So if you did 3 measurements, your degree of freedom is generally 3 minus 1, so it has 2 degrees of freedom. I plot all my plots in MATLAB. There is no basics. There is not a easily used basic student's t distribution in MATLAB. You use the t location scale, which gives you a degree of freedom, mean, and standard deviation. It's a little more flexible than just a normal student's t distribution. Here we see the CDF of student's t distribution. Along with the gamma function, we have the 2f1 hypergeometric function as well. This is another predefined function. But still, the function has to do with the random variable x and the degree of freedom, which is still n minus 1.